Hello there, Stevos. Welcome along to this week's episode of the weekly vlog. It is Monday morning. I've not long woken up and I'm just about to open my curtains. It does seem like a really lovely day. It looks like it's going to be a nice sunny day out there today. Just turned my fan off now. I'm just about to get dressed on this Monday morning. Just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders on iPlayer. Just about to watch The Simpsons on Disney+. For breakfast today, I've got Choco Hoop cereal. Last week in the weekly vlog, as you may remember, you may have seen me, Grace, and Brandon trying various different American candy and drinks as well. Well, anyway, after we wrapped filming that bit and before I went back home from Crawley last week, Grace did ask me, actually, she did say, out of all the American candy bits and pieces we tried, what bits would you like to take back with you? So I basically said I'll take these, the Hello Panda, because they were nice. Even though I didn't really think much of this, but I took the Tootsie Rolls as well, mini bites. I took those back with me as well, so I'm sure I'm going to devour those at some point. And I also took back the pizza flavoured Pringles as well. So yeah, so those are the ones that I decided to take back with me last week after I finished seeing Grace. A couple of things that I wanted to say. Firstly, Christmas came early last night, by the way, because I just want to say a massive congratulations to this year's Britain's Got Talent winner for 2024. That is Sydney Christmas. That is actually genuinely her last name, by the way. Christmas. Sydney Christmas. Massive congratulations. It was really well deserved, I do think. She has got such a powerhouse of a singing voice. She has now won £250,000 and she's got a spot on the bill of the Royal Variety Performance, so she will be performing in front of the King later this year. So yeah, I just want to say a massive congratulations to her. I really hope now that, you know, all the West End productions or all the Broadway productions out there are now going to be calling her and throwing her offers left, right and centre, because she really does deserve it, to be honest. So massive congratulations to her. Secondly, I do want to say that today I'm actually waiting in for a delivery, which I may show you a little bit later on the weekly vlog, actually. I'm going to say, you know, it's taken me months and months and months and months and months to save up for this, but I will do a separate video on it, though. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but there is a delivery that I am waiting for today, so I'm probably not going to go out anywhere today because I am going to wait in for that. And yeah, I will show you that a little bit later on the weekly vlog. Like I said, it's taken me months and months and months and months and months to save up, so, you know, it's taken me a while to save. Managed to save. I have purchased something, and I'll tell you all about it a little bit later on, I guess. But also as well, even though I've only had my breakfast around about 45-ish minutes ago, there is actually, so obviously, as mentioned, I did a taste testing kind of test with Grace and Brandon last week when I went to Crawley. Now, by the way, I just want to say for the record that next week in the weekly vlog, you will be seeing Grace again, because I am going to be celebrating her birthday with her, and I'll talk to you guys more about that towards the end of this week's episode of the vlog. But for the last couple of weeks, though, I've actually had a few things here back home that I really wanted to taste test on the weekly vlog that I haven't actually had the opportunity to do until now. So I thought I would do it right now, even though, like I said, 45-ish minutes ago I did have my breakfast, but hey, it's fine. It's actually 20 to 10, so, you know. But anyway, so I'll show you what we have got, okay? So we have got some squashies. Now these squashies are strawberry and cream flavoured. Never tried these before, so I thought I'd give them a go on the vlog, let you guys know my thoughts on that. So I'll leave that there for a second. And the other two are chocolate bars. The first one is Dairy Milk and More Caramel Nut Crunch. Now I'll be honest, I've had this in my room for the last couple of weeks. You know, I've been very tempted a couple of times to open this up and eat it, but I'm like, no, I need to save it for the vlog because I do want to do a taste test on the vlog of me trying it. And the other one that I do have as well is, and I did show this actually quite a while back actually, I've had this one for about 4 or 5 weeks now, but this one is Dairy Milk and More, and this one is Nutty Praline Crisp. So, and apparently from what I got told when I purchased this one is really, really nice. So what I thought I'd do is, oh, and also as well actually, I'll show you the other things. I have got 2 things that I do want to try. Now the first thing, which I got a couple of weeks ago now, is this. So it's NY Coffee 3-in-1. This is salted caramel flavour. Okay, and the other one that I'm going to try as well, which again I picked up a few weeks ago, was Nescafe 3-in-1 Creamy and Rich 3-in-1. So they are both 3-in-1 coffees, yes. One of them is salted caramel flavour, the other one is creamy and rich. I'll see what my thoughts are on those. And by the way, when I do get round to trying those 2 coffees, by the way, there is a little twist, by the way. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. So anyway, so yeah, so let's, without further ado, let's give the chocolate bars a try first. So the first one we're giving a go is the is it Nutty Praline? Yeah, Nutty Praline Crisp is the first one we're going to give a go. So I'm just going to break off a bar here. Oh, actually, you know what, right? I don't know whether you guys can see this clearly or not, but look on the inside. It kind of looks like honeycomb. It looks like something you'd find in like a crunchy bar or something. Anyway, let's give this a go. The chocolate itself looks quite big, to be honest. Very interesting. It kind of has that like wafer kind of texture. It is nice though. Is there a centre bit? I feel like at one point there was more chocolate being let off in my mouth than what there was. I wonder if it might do it again. I think there's like some sort of creamy chocolate like in the centre. Okay. Very, very nice. I'm going to give that an 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to save the rest of that for later. Yeah. There's definitely a... There's definitely a kind of like creamy texture in the middle, I guess, in the centre of the chocolate, which is really nice. Really nice. Okay, so the next one we're going to give a go is the Caramel Nuts Crunch. So let's see what this one tastes like. Again, it kind of looks like there's like, I don't know, it kind of looks a bit more nutty, like in the centre. The other one looked like it was honeycomb, but I was wrong because it was obviously kind of like a wafer kind of texture. But This one definitely does look like it's got more like crunched up nuts in it. So let's give this one a go. Can I taste the caramel? I can slightly. The nuts in this is going to sound so wrong. The nuts in this feels like kind of, the nuts kind of feel smooth, okay, without it sounding so wrong. But they really do. Like, you can't really tell that, you know, like, obviously unless you read the packaging, it says, you know, it's crunchy, it's caramel nut crunch, you know, but yeah, but I guess the nuts have been broken down, so okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like the caramel is, again, similar to the praline one. The caramel kind of feels like it's in the centre. So, but I'm probably going to say, I'm going to give this one an 8. So that one I gave 8.5, that one I gave 8. I think I prefer the praline one. But, this one is still nice though. And after all, it is chocolate. Alright. Oh, that was nice. Alright, let's try the strawberries and cream squashies, which again, never tried before, never had before. So, they do look like just ordinary squashies, by the way. For this test, actually, I'm going to put 4 at a time. I just dropped one. I'm just going to give it a wipe on my trousers. Clean. It's clean. I'm going to put 4 in my mouth, okay? I'm going to put 4 in my mouth and see whether I kind of get the strawberry and cream flavour straight away. So let's give them a go. They definitely feel a little bit... It's interesting. I can definitely taste the strawberry, but not so much. It's different. It kind of feels like it is different to any other squashy that I have had in the past. I mean, obviously you got like the bubblegum flavour, the is it the apple flavour as well, and obviously you got the original flavour. But those ones they did kind of feel like there was definitely the strawberry. The strawberry was definitely there, and I think that's really nice, to be honest. So, yeah. I mean, look, I always enjoy squashies anyway, you know, I'm a big fan of squashies. So, I'm probably going to say that's going to be probably an 8. You know, because it does, in its unique way, it does still feel like squashies, but at the same time, it's very, like, even now, like, the aftertaste of that as well, actually, you kind of get the scent of Oh yeah, that's definitely strawberry, you know. So, yeah, anyway. Right, okay, so the last two things I have got to try, like I said earlier in the vlog, is 3-in-1 coffees. So the first one we're trying is NY coffee, New York coffee. It's a 3-in-1, but it's a salted caramel flavour, which again is a 3-in-1 coffee I've never tried before. For those that don't know what 3-in-1 coffees are, it's literally what it says on the tin. It's basically your coffee, your milk, and your sugar all in one, basically. You can get 2-in-1 coffees, which I believe are just coffee and milk and no sugar, for those that don't take sugar in their coffees. So, but anyway, now, I did say that there was a twist, okay, in this, and I'm going to reveal the twist to you guys now, very quick, okay? The twist is that I'm drinking them out of these mugs. Now, these mugs are the mugs that Grace got me way back in, when was it, end of April, I think it was? Yeah, end of April is when she got me these mugs. And she got me 2 of them, if we do remember. She said that she got me 2. Well, she did get me 1, but they sent her 2. But anyway, and obviously it says on it Aldi, which is kind of a mock for the German supermarket that is Aldi, you know. And Grace, being the cheeky woman that she is, got me this mug because she said it best represents me, because apparently I'm old. Anyway, I've been holding off using them because I was like, you know what, I am going to use them. But I thought, you know what, let's use them for a special occasion. And I feel like right now, trying these 3-in-1 coffees in these mugs is probably a special occasion. So, anyway, here we go. This is the salted caramel NY coffee 3-in-1. Let's give it a go right now. That does taste a little bit sweet. Does taste a little bit sweet. Like, you can kind of tell that there is a little bit of, yeah, there's a little bit of salted caramel there. I'm probably going to say out of 10, I'm going to give that one a 7. Yeah, I'm going to give that one a 7. Alright, and then let's try now this one is so that was NY coffee. This one's a Nescafe 3-in-1. Now this is rich and creamy. Now, I know that this one is, I don't know whether I could just very quickly actually just kind of point the camera down. There we go. So look, so that's how the coffee looks there, the 3-in-1 coffee. This is the rich and creamy one. I don't know if, there you go. You guys can see just in the bottom of that cup there, the one that I've just tried. Look, it's a little bit darker than the one here. So yeah, so you guys can definitely tell the difference between the two. So yeah, so let's give this one a go. This one is actually really nice. I'm not going to lie, and I love salted caramel things, don't get me wrong, but I do actually prefer the rich and creamy one to the salted caramel one. That's not bad. That is not bad, actually. I'm probably going to, you know what, I know I said I gave the salted caramel a 7, but I'm going to give the rich and creamy one an 8.5 out of 10, I think. So, yeah, that's really nice. Anyway, I know I've been speaking for the last nearly 20 minutes now, and I know I've done this like kind of taste testing stuff, but I just thought I'd start the weekly vlog off this week with me doing that, because I've had those chocolate bars and coffees and stuff in my room for the last few weeks now, and I'm kind of there thinking to myself, well, when am I actually going to get around to doing it? Excuse me, now I'm burping. See, that's the thing with coffee, it does give me the burps a little bit. So I just thought, you know what, this week would be a perfect week for me to do it. So that's why I've just done it for you guys now anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this food taste testing kind of thing as well. I mean, I'm always up for doing it. I mean, I'm always shopping around, seeing, well, what new products are there for me to try out there in like supermarkets and stuff. So, you know, I'm always happy to try out new things. I mean, to be honest, 9 out of 10, I usually do enjoy the things that I do try. You know, even if it's like limited edition stuff or anything like that, you know, the only thing about limited edition is I'm kind of sad because it's only for a limited time, you know, and when I really start to enjoy it and then become addicted to it, it then stops, and then you're like, oh, now I've got to find a new addiction to kind of keep on enjoying. But anyway, I'm sure there will be some more food taste testing stuff happening within the weekly vlog, I'm sure, in the next couple of weeks or so. Like I say, I'm just going to keep shopping around, keeping my eye out and seeing what new products there are for me to try. But yeah, so anyway, hope you guys enjoyed my food taste testing and drink tasting test as well, as part of this week's episode of the weekly vlog. The movie The Fall Guy, which I went and saw a couple of weeks ago, is now available to buy and rent here in the UK on digital platforms including iTunes, the Google Play Store, the Amazon Prime Video as well. You can buy it through the digital store there as well, and Sky Store as well. And also as well, I've just had a look on Amazon, and I have got the movie Immaculate, which stars Sydney Sweeney, on my watch list, for me to purchase at some point in the near future, because that is one of the horror movies that I have seen this year that I did enjoy. Anyway, for the last few weeks, it has been available to buy and rent here in the UK for around about £20 to buy, $15.99 to rent for 48 hours. But I have just found out that it's actually now not available in the UK at the moment. Now, usually what that does mean is it does mean that the price is basically come off home premiere, as they call it, on Amazon. And it's about to be re-released again, but under a cheaper price model than what it was. So, I mean, there are a few movies that I have got on my watch list that I do want to purchase over the next sort of few weeks, shall we say. So Immaculate is one of them, The Monkey Man is another one, The Fall Guy is one of them, Late Night with the Devil, that was a really good one, Lisa Frankenstein, Abigail, Back to Black as well, I've added that one on there, and Civil War, which again is a film that I saw earlier this year in cinemas. It was a great movie, so I've added that. So all those movies that are on my watch list at the moment are movies that I'm planning to get at some point in the near future for me to buy and keep on the on digital platform over on Amazon Prime Video. It may have turned a little bit cloudy outside, but I'm going to put my washing on in the washing machine and hopefully get out on the washing line for it to dry in the back garden. Tell you what, I don't think I remember vlogging last week was this WH Smith bag right here. So I just thought I'd very quickly show you. Grace very kindly got me a box of Haribos last week, like a really big box of Haribos, which Brandon's partner Charlotte very kindly kept aside for Grace, so I really do appreciate that a lot. But I just thought I'd show you in the box. You basically get like 3 different, I think, Haribos bags. So this is the first one, and then you've got these ones as well. I do love the eggs, by the way. The egg ones are my favourite. I do like the gummy one, the love hearts as well. I do love the love hearts as well. Love heart ones are nice. And then you've got these ones as well. Oh, I think these are some of my favourites as well, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Yeah, some of those are my favourites as well. And then there's one more as well. Oh, strawberry. Now, when it comes to giant strawberries for Haribos, mwah, I love these, honestly. I love the giant straws. So yeah, so obviously a massive thank you to Grace for those for last week as well, and a massive thank you to Brandon's partner Charlotte for just holding them back for Grace as well. Really do appreciate it a lot. So yeah, so I don't think I did remember vlogging the Haribos last week, but Grace did get me those last week, so I thought I'd vlog those in this episode as well. Now, I'm going to film this bit as part of this week's episode of the weekly vlog. I've got something to show you. So Amazon's just been, they have delivered what I've ordered on Amazon. I'm going to be honest, it's taken me several months to save up for these things. A little bit unexpected as well, but yeah, I just thought I would show you what I have brought. I am going to do 2 separate YouTube videos on these things as well, so I'm going to show you now what it is. Here's the first few that I've got. So introducing everybody, I don't know if this is the right way up, iPad Pro M4 chip. Apparently it's supposed to be thin, and you know what, it feels like there's just nothing in there. I hope there is something in there. But anyway, new iPad with the Apple Pencil, because that's a necessity. I don't know if that's even, if that makes sense. And the Magic Keyboard to go with it as well. It kind of acts as a keyboard, also acts as a case. But I am planning to get another case for the iPad as well, because I don't always want it to be in its keyboard case. I do want it to have its own case as well. So I did get that. But I did get something else as well, which is something that primarily I'm going to use either when I'm with my granddad, or when I'm with my partner Grace. I'm going to primarily use this next thing that I do want to show you as well. Again, like I said, it's taken me several months to save up for this as well, so I just very quickly want to show you this as well, and there's going to be a separate unboxing for this one as well. It's the MacBook Air. Again, look how thin. That looks very thin as well. So I've got 2 very, very thin, but that box is a lot heavier than that box, than the iPad box. But there we go. I am going to do 2 separate YouTube videos, okay? The first one's going to come out on Wednesday this week. I'm going to be unboxing the iPad Pro. Then next Wednesday, I'm going to do the MacBook Air unboxing for you guys, okay? So that's going to come out then. But yeah, so primarily the MacBook Air I thought I'd get because I do want to do editing on the go, and stuff like in terms of YouTube videos. I just felt as though when I was last with Grace, I think I did mention this in my last episode of the vlog. When I was last with Grace, I kind of felt like as if I didn't really have much to do, in the sense of, well, Grace was kind of out of the room, she was in the bathroom getting ready and stuff like that, and I was just kind of loitering around the hotel room going, what do I do? So I just feel as though having the MacBook, which is something that I can take with me on the go, is something that I can do, because obviously my editing software, it's not on Windows, it is on Apple, it is on an Apple device. So I would love to take my editing with me and edit on the go. But yeah, so anyway, so that's why I got that. And obviously the iPad I just thought I would get, because the iPad that I've currently got at the moment, which is this one right here, this is actually the iPad 5. So yeah, so this is the iPad 5. It's a very old iPad. It's not even being supported by Apple anymore. So with that, I just thought, you know what, it's been several years now since I last updated the iPad. I would love to get a new iPad, and there we have it. I have got a new iPad. So yeah, so there is a huge hole now in my savings, I will admit, but I think it will definitely be worth it, because for me anyway, I kind of am. I love Samsung, don't get me wrong, Samsung are great. But I mean, to be honest with you, the iMac that I've been using for the last 4 years now. The last 4 years I've been using the iMac, and the iMac is such a fantastic computer. It is made by Apple, yes. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm gonna personally, by the time that by the time the Samsung Galaxy phone ends, for me anyway, I don't think I will be reverting back to iPhone. I think Apple have got a lot to do with the iPhone before it makes me go, actually, yes, I want to go back to iPhone. But I will continue supporting Samsung, but at the same time, I do love my Apple products a little bit. So yeah, so that's why I did get them. But anyway, like I said, I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a heads up that is what I did get today. I'm really looking forward to trying them out. I'm looking forward to using them as well, to their own, for their own reasons and stuff. So, I mean, the MacBook Air, I'm definitely going to set up as well as the iPad. So I'm going to get my teeth stuck in, and try and unbox these, and get these videos edited for you guys to watch over the course of the next couple of weeks. I hope you guys enjoy them. I'm looking forward to creating the content for you guys. I'm looking forward to trying it out. I'm sure in the future, maybe in the next couple of weeks, there might be some videos on like what my impressions are of the devices, and you know what it's like 1 week later or 2 weeks later, etc. We'll see what happens, but for now though, I just thought I'd show you, yes, there is a huge hole in my savings right now, which does mean I'm going to be continuing to save now. But honestly though, I think it is definitely worth it, for sure. Definitely is worth it, and I really cannot wait to try these products out. So yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna get these unboxed and let's continue on with the weekly vlog. For dinner tonight, I've got chicken and bacon pie with some garden peas, some Sweden carrots, some roast potatoes and gravy. So it is Monday night and I've had a shower, got dressed into my pyjamas, and I've also had one last video chat for this evening with my gorgeous girlfriend Grace as well. I had a nice long conversation with her. Anyway, I just had to turn that lamp off there because I used it a little bit earlier on. Anyway, but I am now going to head off to bed because it has just gone past 11:15. I have also, just after I got off video call with Grace, just very quickly checked out a new YouTube video that Gabby Thompson posted on her YouTube channel. It was what I got for my birthday, because it was her birthday last month. So yeah, so she did get some really nice looking gifts by the looks of it. So yeah, so anyway, I'm now going to head off to bed. I'm going to close my camera off here, put my camera on charge. I'm not going to lie, I have spent a lot of time today filming videos back to back and stuff, so this camera definitely needs charging. All I need to do now is just take my nighttime medication, my last flask of tea, and then turn my light off and head off to sleep. So I will bid you all good night for now, and I'll speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Tuesday afternoon, and I have done quite a bit, to be honest. I have been to work today, and then on top of that I also saw my support worker as well. I met up with my support worker straight after work today, because yeah, I just saw him straight after work, and I had a session with him, and it was also his birthday as well today. It was my support worker's birthday, so we had a really fun session. He decided that because it's his birthday, he fancied a McFlurry with a drink. So we went to McDonald's. I have actually got some footage which I did shoot on my phone earlier, so take a look at this. Yeah, so we went to McDonald's in Christchurch, and then we had a McFlurry. I had a Skittles McFlurry, which is one of the new ones that they've got at the moment on their menu. My support worker had a Galaxy Caramel McFlurry. He had a chocolate milkshake. I had a Coca-Cola, large Coca-Cola drink. I know it's a bit random, but hey, to be fair, even I just fancied a McFlurry and a drink. So, I didn't fancy a burger, or anything like that. So, and then after that, we met up with one of his other clients as well. And we then went off into this kind of retail park, went into this Cotswold, I think, is it Cotswold, I think it's called. We went in there. It's mainly an outdoor shop, so like, for example, if you're into your camping and stuff, then it's definitely an ideal shop for you, I guess. But because my support worker is actually going off to download next week, he wanted to just have a look at some outdoor bits, because obviously he's going to be staying there and camping there and stuff like that. So yeah, so there we go. So we did that. We also went into Pets at Home as well, which I've actually got some footage of. We looked at the fish, which were really nice, to be honest. The fish looked really, really lovely. So we just had a look around there for a little bit. We did have a look in the adoption centre bit as well, but they didn't really have anything in the adoption centre. I think all the adoption centre had already been adopted and found their forever homes. So there we go. And then we also did pop off to a charity shop as well. We had a quick look in the charity shop as well, just to have a little wander around there for a little bit. And then after that, we did head off to Pizza Hut, where we did meet another support worker as well, that does occasionally support me, and we met up with one of his clients as well, and basically the five of us just went off, had a Pizza Hut pizza buffet really for our lunch, just to celebrate my support worker's birthday. So all in all though, it was really, really nice. I will say that I did have a bottomless soft drink, which was Coca-Cola. Obviously the pizza as well that I had was like pepperoni, and I think there was like barbecue as well, and cheese pizza, and yeah, all of that. I did actually go up for 2 helpings actually. The second helping that I did have, I had some like cheesy pasta to go with it as well, which by the way was really, really lovely, really nice as well. And then I've come back home as well. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage, by the way, that I did take on my phone earlier. So there we go. But yeah, and then I did come back home. I have caught up on today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer. I watched that on my iPad Pro, and I've also caught up with last night's episode of Coronation Street as well, over on ITVX, again on my iPad Pro. And I've just been on my iPad Pro really for a little bit, because obviously there's other social media sites and stuff like Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and there's some streaming services that I downloaded on the iPad Pro yesterday, which I never got time to sign into. So I've signed into pretty much all my social media and streaming services as well, so that I can watch stuff on streaming and also check Twitter and stuff on my iPad. So all in all, I have had quite a busy afternoon. I have just been downstairs, by the way. I've just put the oven on as well, because I have said to my mum that I am going to be cooking dinner tonight. I still need to pack my bag ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going off to Salisbury to see my granddad, which, by the way, is coming up very shortly in this episode of the weekly vlog. So you'll see me going off to Salisbury. And on top of that, I also still need to edit some videos as well. I need to edit this vlog that you guys are watching. I need to edit like 2 other videos as well that I did separately back to back yesterday as well, on top of this vlog that you guys are watching. So honestly, I've got quite a bit to do this evening, to be honest with you. So I do apologise that this part of the vlog, you know, in terms of Tuesday, is just me just saying, hey, this is what I've done today. I mean, I've not really had a lot of time to film. I've not really had a lot of time to myself today. So, yeah. So, anyway, so I do apologise that this is just the basic. Oh, this is what I got up to today. But, stay with me, though. Next part of the vlog, I will show you guys what I did for me and my mum for my dinner this evening. Which does remind me, I'm just about to go downstairs and put my dinner on in the oven. For dinner tonight, I've done me and my mum a Tesco Finest pork, red Leicester cheese and jalapeno sausages with some baked beans and pork sausages with some mixed veg as well. So it is Tuesday evening. I've just had a shower and got dressed into my pyjamas. So I've done that. I've spent most of this evening on my iMac. Firstly, I was watching the leaders debate between Rishi Sunak and Keir Starmer, leaders of the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, respectively. It was their first televised TV debate that they had since Rishi Sunak called the general election a couple of weeks ago. There are a couple more televised debates taking place, I'm sure, over the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to do my best to kind of watch them and try and like tweet about them over on my Twitter account as well. But on top of that as well, I've also been doing some video editing. I've edited the vlog that you guys are currently watching right now. I've also edited 2 other videos as well, which I'm currently exporting at the moment, hence why my iMac is still on. The first one being the iPad Pro unboxing, the second one being the MacBook Air unboxing as well. So the iPad Pro unboxing video is actually going to be out on Friday this week. The reason being is originally it was going to be Wednesday, but it's going to be releasing on Friday because on Wednesday this week I'm going to be doing a Let's Talk video on the WWDC event that Apple are hosting right now, actually, Monday the 10th of July. By the time the 10th of June, sorry. By the time this video goes out, Apple will be doing their keynote, and they'll be talking all things macOS, iOS, tvOS, visionOS, I guess, and watchOS and all of that. Obviously, this is WWDC. For those that don't know what it is, it's basically where app developers get together along with the press, and we basically find out what's going to be coming to the new macOS, iOS, watchOS, tvOS and stuff when the new update comes in around about September, October time later this year. So and it does in a way kind of give us a kind of an insight as to maybe how maybe some of the new Apple products that might be announced later in the year may look as well with the new updates and stuff, including like the iPhone, is it iPhone 15, iPhone 16 that'll be coming out later this year. So yeah, so that'll also give us an idea as to how that may look as well. So I'm going to cover the, WWDC and everything that was announced in terms of like software updates and stuff that Apple users can expect to see later this year. I'm going to cover that in a separate video coming up later this week on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. It'll be out Wednesday the 12th of June. And then on Friday the 14th of June I've got my unboxing video for the iPad Pro, and then next Friday I'll release my unboxing for the MacBook Air as well. Okay, so that is coming out for you guys over the next couple of weeks. So I've just edited and I'm currently exporting those videos on my iMac. I've also had a shower as mentioned. I've made my last flask of tea for this evening. And I'm just going to have a quick video chat with my gorgeous girlfriend Grace, who at the moment is not feeling too good, bless her heart. She's feeling a little bit under the weather, so I really do hope and pray that she does get better soon. I do love her loads. And with that all being said, I'm going to shut off my camera here, and I'll speak to you guys again in the next scene of the weekly vlog, which will be Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning, halfway through the week. Halfway through this week's episode of the weekly vlog already. I've woken up, I've got dressed, I've just found out that my phone is under 50%, so my phone is currently on charge at the moment because my my wireless charger decided not to charge my phone last night, which is a little frustrating. I guess that's one of the disadvantages of having a wireless charger for your phone, I guess. So yeah, so my phone's currently doing a super fast charge at the moment. upstairs in my room, so I'm going to go and get that in a minute. I've just put the recycling bin out. I've just emptied the recycling bin in here as well, because it is bin day today. And I'm currently waiting for the kettle to boil as I'm just making myself my first flask of tea of the morning. I'm having a right morning of it, so I shouldn't have got out of bed, to be honest. So I made my flask of tea. Obviously my phone didn't charge, it was on 44%. It's now on 70% thanks to the super fast charger that I've got, which is for my laptop, for my Samsung laptop. But anyway, so I've done that, and then I was halfway up the road walking to work, and then I kind of felt my back and was like, where's my backpack? Oh yeah, it's upstairs in my room. I forgot to stick it on my back this morning. So I quickly ran back. I was only 3 minutes up the road. Ran back, got my backpack, and I went back downstairs again. Now I'm walking to work. Oh man, something tells me that I shouldn't have woken up this morning. Something tells me I'm going to have a day of it today. Just gotten into work and I've got around about 15 minutes before my shift, so I'm going to listen to some music on Spotify on my phone. But this is my breakfast this morning. I've got some porridge, even though I didn't fancy porridge, I fancied honey hoops, but we don't have any honey hoops. So this is basically my second best option really, is porridge, and I've got golden syrup with some sugar, and I've also got a banana as well, which I'm going to eat straight after. So I'm going to tuck in, eat my breakfast, listen to music, and then start my shift at work. It is Wednesday morning, just got back from work, just about to get out my work uniform. Gonna watch today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer. Okay, so I have brushed my teeth, packed my toothbrush, toothpaste, shaver and stuff in my bag, and obviously I've got my coat with me just in case it does rain over the course of the next couple of days. So without further ado, I'm pretty much packed and I'm just about to get my bags together, get my backpack on and stuff, and let's head off to Salisbury to go and see my granddad. Let's enjoy this little montage.
Reboot, I'm cold red, my service automated, like data running through my veins. Got you distracted, subconscious overloaded. Careful, don't pull the cord on me. No time to stay around. Keep walking till you get out of my face. Regrets, restricted access. I'm just a flight to get up in
Hello everyone, this thing is a bit tight on my head, but hey, don't I look cool? Actually, I'll tell you what, I'll look even better. Like that. There we go. Going full on 90s right there. There we go. Anyway, take that hat off. Doesn't really suit me. Anyway, I am in Salisbury and I'm at my granddad's house. Had a good catch up with my granddad. Just been talking to him and catching up with him about stuff that I did like last week and stuff like that. We have ordered a Chinese takeaway, so I will show you guys the Chinese takeaway in the next scene of the weekly vlog and let you guys know what I've got for my Chinese takeaway dinner tonight. So this is what I've got for my dinner tonight. I've got some chicken balls with sweet and sour sauce. This looks like proper sweet and sour sauce. Not the sweet and sour sauce that I usually have when I usually have a Chinese takeaway back at home in Bournemouth. But I've also got some egg fried rice, which again looks like proper egg fried rice. And I've also got some chicken chow mein with, again, some proper chicken strips as well. So yeah, the Chinese takeaway here in Salisbury is a lot different than the one back home in Bournemouth. But that, my friends, is what I've got for dinner tonight. So it is Wednesday evening and I have just got off the phone to my mum, just checking up on her, making sure everything's okay back at home. And I've decided that I'm going to drink a Monster energy drink, which I got before just after I finished my shift at work earlier today. This one is Monster Juiced Mango Loco is what this one's called, Mango Loco. So I'm going to have that now on this Wednesday. Good morning everybody and welcome to Thursday here on the weekly vlog. Thursday morning and I have just woken up. I'm just about to send Grace a good morning message as well. I'm just about to send that to her in a second. My granddad and my stepnan, they're already awake. Got a bit of sleep dust in my eye. Yeah, so they're already awake. I can hear them moving about and going downstairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Grace a morning message, and then I'm going to get myself dressed and go down and say good morning to them as well, and have some breakfast, which I'll show you guys what I've got for breakfast in a few moments. Also as well, last night I was using my laptop, and I used it quite a lot to use Netflix and ITVX as well, and I did quite a bit of scrolling on social media on my laptop as well. And I'm going to say it now, so when I powered it on, it had 100% charge. At the moment it's on 75, maybe 74%, which is good given the fact that I used it quite a lot last night. So yeah, I've upgraded my Netflix plan as well, because I was put on the Netflix basic plan with adverts, which is $4.99 a month. So I've upgraded my Netflix to Netflix standard without ads, which admittedly is $10.99 a month, but it just means that I don't get any adverts like halfway through watching a TV show or halfway through watching a movie, which is great. I've also got Apple TV Plus because obviously with my new iPad I get access to Apple TV Plus for free for the first 3 months, and then it's $8.99 after that. So I'll see what Apple TV Plus is like. There are some shows on there and some movies that I do actually want to watch, so I'll give them a watch and I will let you guys know what I think of them and stuff. So I'll try and watch that between now and September, when the renewal date is up, or when the free trial's up, shall I say, and then I'm up for renewal. And also as well, what I was going to say something else as well, but I can't remember what else was. Oh yeah, I've decided to switch from Spotify Music to Apple Music, because Spotify Music is £11.99 a month, whereas Apple Music is $10.99 a month. So in theory I'm saving £1, so I just can't believe Spotify is more expensive than what Apple Music is, and yet you get so many more features with Apple Music than you do with Spotify Music. It's just crazy. Anyway, I'm now about to get up, get dressed and go down and see my granddad and my stepnan on this Thursday morning. So my granddad has just popped out. I wonder if we can see him. See if we can see him.
Sophie, and we'll see him shortly.
I don't know if you can see him.
And that is the essence of our event.
He's like there. There he is.
Veteran testimony.
There he is. Anyway, my granddad has just popped out because he's gone to go and get some soil. I've got something in my sock. I might need to take my sock off and just shake whatever's in my sock. Anyway, so yes, my granddad's gone out to go and get some soil, because we're gonna go to my uncle's grave. My uncle, he died in the army way before I was born. Excuse me. So I've never met him in person, sadly, but I have visited his grave a couple of times throughout my life. And it's been years since I last saw my uncle, since I last saw my uncle's grave, so I'm going to go and see him today, pay my respects, and my granddad said he's going to take a photo of me standing next to my uncle's grave. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to just going up there and paying my respects to my uncle, who sadly lost his life in the army years and years and years ago. So my granddad's gone to go and grab some soil, because we're going to just sort out the grave for my uncle today, and my stepnan's just gone upstairs to go and get herself ready to go out. Meanwhile, I'm down here. I'm just currently boiling the kettle at the moment, and I'm just about to make myself my first cup of tea of the day. I do also need to take my medication, and I'm also going to have some breakfast as well in a few moments, so I will show you guys what I've got for my breakfast in just a few moments. So here we go, I've got myself a cup of tea, and this is what I've got for my breakfast this morning. I've got some jam on toast with some butter as well, so I'm just about to eat that now. What's really funny is before my granddad left, he literally said to me, just help yourself to whatever you want. If you want a can of Coke in the fridge. If you want like an energy drink, there's energy drinks in the fridge, pork pies, sausage rolls. If you want anything, help yourself. He said, you know, if you don't help yourself, then we don't know. So, and then he was like, there's biscuits in the cupboard. If you want biscuits, you have biscuits. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm going to have my breakfast now on this Thursday morning out here in my granddad's conservatory. My granddad's garden is absolutely massive, by the way. Look at it. Look at it all. Goes from there all the way down there where that green lid is, basically. It's so big that literally I think my stepnan's in there just getting something out of the shed, to be honest. But yeah, this is how big my granddad's garden is. It's huge. Whoa, it's huge. So there we go, my granddad's garden. So after putting some soil, a rake, a strimmer, grass seeds and all of that in the boot of the car, we are currently out on the road in Salisbury on this beautiful sunny Thursday morning out in the car. And at the time of recording this part of the vlog, we are actually heading off to the Harvester for some breakfast. This is my breakfast this morning. I've gone for the ultimate breakfast: 3 hash browns, mushrooms, tomatoes, beans, 3 sausages, bacon, scrambled egg, fried egg, toast, and black pudding as well. And I've also got a refillable Coca-Cola to go with that breakfast as well on this Thursday morning. Why on earth would we have a Toby when we just had a Harvester?
We have another breakfast here.
It's gone past breakfast.
Yeah, it's gone past breakfast now, Grandad.
First?
No, you
I'll
wouldn't.
just let her out, am I?
Yeah, only because she was halfway back before you got round here.
So therefore, she did nothing wrong.
We're parking the disabled in Wait Road, and there's somebody just going to go past. Well, they can wait till I've got out.
See if there's any couple plants there.
What for?
Put on the grate. There's a couple along that road.
Yeah.
This is where me and Dawn got married.
The church.
Yeah, well, Stephen was page boy, wasn't he?
I was page boy, yeah. So what we have just done is we went to Durrington Cemetery to go and clean up my uncle's grave, who sadly lost his life at the age of 18 back in 1989, way before I was born. And in this clip here, we are currently driving along. We're actually going off to a place that I used to live many years ago, all the way back in 1996 when I was first born, right up until 2002. So it is a very long, well, actually it's a kind of a short car journey that we were going on, basically, because the place that I grew up when I was a baby, up until around about 5 years old, is a place in Wiltshire called Tidworth, and Tidworth is actually an army base camp, which is where the army did like their shooting, and obviously where their base was and stuff for their camps. And what we are doing here in Tidworth is my granddad is just showing me around Tidworth, because the last time I came here with my mum and my sister, and it was around about 13, 14, maybe even 15 years ago is when I came here. There's a spa shop there, which I don't know whether or not I used to go in there or not as a kid. I'm not too sure, but unless they've moved the spa shop from where I may remember where it used to be. But this house that we're coming up to now with the brown fence, that is exactly the house that I grew up in as a child when I was between the ages of 0 months old to 5 years old. So we have got back home now from Tidworth. As I said there, obviously it's a place that I grew up as a child, before later on moving to Basingstoke, and then obviously from Basingstoke moved to Bournemouth in 2012, so I've been in Bournemouth now for the last 12 and a half years. Anyway, while we were at the petrol station, we did get some fuel for my granddad's car, and my stepnan got me a bottle of Coke, and she also got me a packet of roast chicken flavoured Walker's crisps, which I might have a little bit later on because I'm not really too hungry at the moment. Also as well, by the way, given the fact that we're basically nearly a week at the time of recording this part of the vlog, we're nearly a week before it's Grace's big birthday. Well, it's not really a big birthday, like she's not turning a certain age, you know, like 30 or 40 or 50, etc. I mean, she's getting a little bit older. She's getting 1 year older. Yes, obviously we're a week away from her birthday, and I'll speak more about her birthday vlog towards the end of this week's episode of the vlog. But I have just been spending the last 10 minutes just shopping around, just getting a couple of bits and pieces for Grace's birthday, which I'm really excited, by the way, to celebrate. I am going to be getting the train tickets probably Monday next week, so I'm looking forward to that. She's booked the hotel already. The hotel got booked yesterday, so we were planning the hotel and stuff like that, where we're going to stay for the night in Brighton, etc. So yes, I'm really looking forward to spending another night away with Grace, celebrating her birthday next week, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys and showing her what she's got for her birthday as well. So I'm going to wrap her presents up as well, so her presents are going to be all nicely wrapped, so that's going to happen. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it. And this is what I've got for my dinner this evening. I've got some pizza. I think this is a cheese pizza with some chips. Lots of chips, by the way. And some tomato ketchup as well. So I'm now going to tuck in and have my dinner. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning and I have woken up. I've got dressed, I've made my bed, and I've also had a shave as well. My granddad and my stepnan are downstairs. They're awake as well, so I'm just about to head down and say good morning to them as well.
Hairdryer, £6.
Your postcode is your ticket.
Essentials pack,
Yes, that's simple.
£2.49. Eye chair, £9. Early check-in,
£12. Easy.
20 quid.
Winning postcodes are announced every day.
My granddad, by the way, was just basically speaking about a caravan that he's trying to book for him and my stepnan a little bit later on this summer. But my granddad is in the kitchen at the moment and he's cooked me an egg sandwich for my breakfast this morning on this Friday morning.
With someone slowing me down, 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 down. So high, I'm floating, I'm shining in my prime. Start rolling over 'cause you can't take my crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. My crown. I'll always be 10 feet off the ground. Can't take my crown.
guys, I am back home in Bournemouth. A massive thank you to my granddad and my stepnan as well for having me around for the last couple of days in Salisbury. Had a lot of fun, had a lot of laughter as well, and I did say to them before I went home that I will hopefully try and see them again towards the end of July, so we'll see what happens there. Of course it all depends how busy I am, how busy my granddad and my stepnan are, but as always though, I really do appreciate it a lot. So anyway, I have now got home, and I'm feeling a bit boiling, so I'm going to take my jumper and my gilet off, which actually, by the way, my granddad gave me this because he tried it on himself and it didn't fit him, but it fits me perfectly. So yeah, so I've got myself a new gilet coat, which I think is ideal for this kind of weather, for this time of year really. Friday night, do excuse me by the way, I'm just sorting out my my coat hooks here with some old coats and stuff like that on it. But it is Friday night though. I'm dropping stuff now, great. So yeah, anyway, I have got back, by the way. I did take Simba for a nice long walk a little bit earlier on, and then I got back, I chilled out for about 10 minutes, and then after I chilled out, I then went back out again to go and see my support workers and a couple of their clients, and we did go to the golf course, driving range. Oh hello, what's in here? Some bits and pieces. Yeah, so we went to the hat. Anything in here? I'm just intrigued. Another hat. Oh, this is like my old bag that I used to take with me up until like probably 2 years ago. Anyway, I'm going to stick that back on there. The reason, by the way, why I had to take all these bags and coats off and stuff is because while I was away in Salisbury, my mum was kind of like putting a fresh lick of paint on my door. She managed to do the front bit. The back of the door though didn't really need to be like updated with like a fresh lick of paint or anything. She did wash the door down though, so which is why before I left to go to Salisbury, I took all my coats and stuff off so that she could basically do that. Let me just grab my other coat that's here and stick it over here. There we go, and that's better. So yeah, so I went to see my support worker and a couple of their clients. We did go to the driving range on the golf course near to where I live. That should be fine, I should imagine. Oh, it's nearly hooked on. There we go. Then that bit went over there somewhere, I think. There we go. So yeah, so I went to the golf course, went to the driving range with my support worker and a couple of their clients, and we just basically just golfed some balls literally out onto an open field, which, to be honest with you, is very therapeutic for me anyway. I enjoy doing that. So, you know, I said it a couple of weeks ago in the weekly vlog, I'm going to say it again. You know, I think the next time that Grace comes down here to Bournemouth is definitely somewhere that I would love to take her. It's very quiet and very peaceful as well. So, there's a lot of very quiet and peaceful places that I would love to take Grace, because it's just so calm and so soothing and just so atmospheric, you know, like, yeah, it makes me feel calm and collective. So, you know, like, I'm not stressed or anything like that. Not that I'm always stressed, because I'm not, but, you know, still, I'm not stressed, because it's just a very calm, atmospheric, stress-free kind of atmosphere, environment, you know. And then And then after that, after the golf, me, my support workers and their clients, we went off to Nando's in Castle Point, which actually I did film my Nando's. So here is what I had for my dinner tonight. I had a butterfly burger, the usual Nando's go-to for me anyway, with some peri mac and cheese and also some chips, which were peri flavoured chips, even though I wanted standard chips, but never mind though, they were very hot. I did have to keep drinking a lot of my bottomless Coca-Cola that I also had to go with my meal as well, because yeah, it was just too hot, too spicy. So yeah, couldn't handle the spice. But yeah, anyway, so I've done that as well. And I've also got my bag ready as well, believe it or not, for work tomorrow. I just need to get my work uniform and stuff all together, ready for me to go back to work tomorrow. And get this, I unpacked my bag from Salisbury earlier today, and I've basically started to repack my bag, ready to go to Brighton next week to go and celebrate Grace's birthday with her, because I just thought to myself, you know what, I know I've just unpacked my bag, but let me grab a t-shirt, let me grab my night out shirt that I'm gonna wear next week, and just, you know, underwear, pyjamas I'm gonna wear at night and stuff, and let me just put it in my bag now, just so that it's ready. You know, so all I need to do next week when it comes to packing is just pack the other bits and pieces, like toothbrush, toothpaste, and, you know, shaver and stuff like that. That's all I need to do now next week when it comes to Thursday. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. So there we go. Anyway, I will talk to you guys about the vlog that's coming up next week. I know I've said this already, but I'm going to talk to you guys about the vlog that's coming up next week a little bit later on, before the end of this week's episode of the vlog. But in the meantime though, I'm now just going to jump on my iMac, not literally jump on it, but go on my iMac. I might edit a little bit of this vlog as well, because it does need editing. And I'm also going to have a video call with my friend Kieran on Skype as well. Excuse me, I just burped. Which is something that I weren't able to do last night because, excuse me again, it was something that I wasn't able to do last night because I was, of course, in Salisbury spending time with my granddad and my stepnan as well. So I'm going to have a video call with Kieran on Skype this evening on my iMac. It is Saturday afternoon and I have not long got back home from work. I've had a couple of deliveries, by the way. It's something to do with Grace's birthday, but I can't say what it is. So yeah, so anyway, so I might reveal all in the next episode of the vlog. But I have got home from work. It has been a very hectic morning at my workplace, by the way. So to the point that unfortunately I wasn't able to take my break, but luckily I am going to get paid anyway, which is good. So I have actually decided when I finish my shift today to actually take my break home with me. So basically what I would normally have on a Saturday and a Sunday when I usually take my break at work is just have like a meal deal. But the meal deal consists of a very heavy protein kind of diet. So for example, chicken triple, and then I've got 2 protein eggs in a pot. Now usually I would actually have a protein yogurt, but because like obviously I was coming home and stuff like that, I was like, you know what, I don't fancy the yogurt today, or I might have the yogurt tomorrow on my break when I'm at work. And then I've also got this cafe latte high protein drink as well. So that is my protein meal deal. And then of course, for when I finished work, but I've still yet to drink it, I've got this UFit protein drink, which is white chocolate flavour, and it's got 25 grams of protein in it. So I'm going to drink that as well very shortly. Anyway, I'm now just about to get out my work uniform on this Saturday afternoon. See this laptop bag that's right here? Well, the strap on it has gone a bit funny, I think. where's the other? Yeah, there it is. Look, the strap right there, where my fingers are. It's gone a bit funny. It's kind of actually it's kind of broke off actually. So that sucks. So I'm just thinking of getting myself a laptop bag because obviously now that I've got my MacBook Air, I also do want to kind of make sure that that is protected. So, and for example, if I am going away as well and I want to take a laptop bag with me, then obviously, or I want to take my laptop with me, then obviously I need to make sure it's in a secure bag, and in a big enough bag as well, so it's got enough room and stuff like that, and it doesn't get damaged. So I have actually just seen a bag. It's actually a backpack actually. It's a backpack on Curry's website, which here in the UK is a store for like tech and like homeware and stuff like that, like dishwashers, washing machines, TVs, laptops, you name it, they have it. Well, you know, in terms of in terms of tech, they have it, okay? And obviously they do laptop bags, and I've just seen a backpack on there. A lot of the backpacks, not gonna lie, they're around about 50 quid, maybe 80 quid, some of them. They must be really premium for them to be that price. But I have seen one on here which is 25 quid, which isn't bad. It does actually cover a 15-inch laptop, which is the laptop that I actually have. And it's in a backpack, which again is probably more better than having a shoulder strap one, because the strap on that bag has literally just, it's gone. It's just broke. I don't know how it broke, but it's just broke. So but yeah, so I do feel like if I do end up getting a laptop bag, like backpack, then I will definitely get the one that I'm looking at on the screen right now, which I may show you guys in next week's episode of the weekly vlog. Wait and see. But yeah, anyway, either way though, it does look really good. It does look quite spacious as well, so maybe I might not just be able to fit my laptop in there. Maybe my tablet might go in there as well. I think it might be big enough for my tablet to go in there as well. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so I'm thinking of getting that anyway. If I do end up getting it, I'm probably thinking about getting it on Monday. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. For dinner tonight, I've got Richmond pork sausages with roast potatoes, mixed veg, Yorkshire pudding and gravy. It is Sunday afternoon. I've got back home from work, got out my work uniform. I've also been to Castle Point as well, which I'll show you guys in a minute. I've also just filmed my movie wrap-up episode, which I'm just about to edit on my iMac and get it uploaded onto YouTube as well, so I'm just about to do that as well. But also as well, this afternoon we've had a bit of an interesting going on around where I live, because we've had like 4 police cars, a police van, police dog as well. So yeah, very interesting. Anyway, but I'm not going to go into details about that for legal reasons. But yeah, just thought I'd, you know, say that in the vlog though, because yeah, you know, very interesting. But anyway, I have done my movie wrap up though, which I'm about to edit very shortly on my weekly vlog. Well, on my iMac, not on my weekly vlog, but on my iMac. Also as well, what's funny, right? So I normally have got my camera on a tripod, which I do right now actually. I'm not actually holding my camera, I'm holding my tripod. But the funny thing is a few weeks ago, Grace gave me these, didn't she, for me to have. And I've got loads in there still, by the way. But the funny thing is, this was on top of my bed, and I was trying to position my camera so that I could film my my movie wrap-up episode. This actually fell off my bed, right? No joke. Managed to stand up on this side, like upright, and then it basically, like the lid literally just came off it. So I was amazed, by the way, that it managed to do that. So, but anyway, that was a really cool trick. I really hope and pray that none of them are stale now. So yeah, so there we go. But I thought I'd very quickly show you guys what I did get in Castle Point today. I did get myself a Pepsi Max, by the way, because I was getting really hot and I've still not drunk that yet. So I'm going to drink that while I'm editing my vlog. But I also picked up these chicken pieces as well, which my support worker introduced me to about a month or two ago. But as I was passing Aldi in Castle Point after work, I was like, you know what, I'm going to stop off at Aldi and I'm going to pick some up. So that I got the, what are they? They're the barbecue flavour, aren't they? Are they barbecue? 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 Yeah, barbecue ones. So I got the barbecue ones, and I also just got the just the normal chicken fillet ones as well, so I got those. And then also as well, by the way, I also got myself a bag as well to pop my laptop in, and this is a very good bargain. I went to Curry's to go and get it. Once I can get it out the bag, that would be grand. I may have to just literally just hold. Oh, there we go. So yeah, here we go. So I got myself a big laptop bag, which is going to fit my laptop in it, which is great. Now, it's funny, so the price on the thing actually said it was £17.97. Got to the checkout, went to pay for it, it's actually £12.97. So, what's that? 13, 14, 15, 16, so that's £5 saving. So, and the guy at the checkout said, bloody hell, that's a good bargain. I was like, yeah, I know. I wasn't even expecting it myself. I was expecting to pay an extra £5 for it, but if it was £12.97 down from £17.97, I'm not gonna complain. And then lastly, I did stop off at Asda as well to get some shoes, because the shoes that I'm currently wearing right now, don't know if you can see these ones here, but obviously where I do a lot of walking, and I mean a lot of walking, and these are the only shoes that I actually own, so these are shoes that I wear on a day-to-day basis whether I'm at work or not. Obviously I've been wearing them a lot over the last few months and been walking a lot and stuff, so I decided to go into Asda before I came back home, and I got myself some shoes. These shoes here are for just every day, from day-to-day basis, and then I've got these shoes which I'm about to get out now here, and these shoes I'm just going to use for work. So there we go. So yeah, so there we are. So I got myself some new shoes as well from Asda. So yeah, anyway, it is Sunday afternoon. I'm just about to edit my movie wrap-up video. I might also edit this vlog as well. I know it's been a super long vlog, and I do apologise, but there's just been so much for me to cover this week, so there we go. But yeah, so I'm going to edit this vlog that you guys are watching. I'm going to edit the movie wrap-up and probably just chill out for a little while. For dinner tonight, I've got mixed veg with some pork and red caramelised onion sausages from Tesco finest ones, with some potato waffles and chips. And that is it for this week's episode of the weekly vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section down below, and as always, if you are new around here, you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo. I will be back on Wednesday the 12th of June 2024 with my next YouTube video, as I'm going to be talking all things WWDC, which is an Apple keynote event where they reveal all the latest updates for iOS, iPadOS, macOS, tvOS, watchOS and Vision OS as well, which is their operating systems for their iPhone, iPad, MacBooks, iMacs, Apple TV, Apple Watch, and of course Apple Vision Pro as well. So I'll be back to talk all the latest on the biggest updates that you'll see for your iPhone, iMac, MacBook, Apple Watch, Vision Pro, and all of that from September onwards in this Wednesday's video. And also as well, I'll be back on Friday this week to do an unboxing for the iPad Pro 13-inch M4 model as well. And also as well, as always on a Sunday, I will have my movie wrap-up video for you guys as well on Sunday this week. So feel free to join me for all my videos that I've got lined up this week right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Now, my next episode of the weekly vlog will be on Monday next week, and it will be a special one because I'm not going to be doing the usual Monday to Sunday format again, because instead I'm going to be solely focusing my weekly vlog next week on Grace's birthday on Friday. So that means that the only days I am going to be filming the weekly vlog is Friday and Saturday. Okay, if anything does happen in between, then I will let you guys know, and I'll talk about it briefly towards the end of the vlog, and I may show some footage as well if I do capture any footage. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be heading off to Brighton for the night, well, for the day and for the night, for 24 hours basically. So I'm going to be spending 24 hours with Grace. We're going to be opening her birthday presents that she's got from me. We're also going to be heading out into the town as well. We're going to have a birthday dinner. We're going to have some birthday drinks for Grace as well. We're literally going to do so much, I think, in next week's vlog, and I'm definitely going to vlog as much of that as I possibly can, and hopefully, here's hoping that it may be slightly shorter than this week's episode of the vlog, but I'm not having any, I'm not gonna definitely say it's gonna be longer or shorter than this. It probably might be shorter than this week's vlog, but anyway. But yes, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm off now to have a video chat with my friend Kieran on Skype on my iMac. But until next time though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.